Alright, welcome to episode 6 of me making a little UFO game. So where we stand today is when we hit run, we've got a ship that moves side to side, a tractor beam that we can pick people up with. They have a basically realistic falling physics, and we can move down. There's still a couple of little issues with this, like namely if I scoot a person on the ground, they don't fall back to where they initially were. They just kind of end up in it looks like I'm pulling them horizontally across the ground, which isn't great, but getting there. All right, so today's deal is going to focus mostly on sprite creation. So I'm going to do a couple of things with sprites. And the first thing I'm going to do with sprites is make this guy move around. So I'm going to duplicate my calm person in pink. And I'm going to call this panic person in pink. Okay, and then we're going to go look at our sprite. And at this point, we're going to learn to edit some sprites with the onion skins. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit edit image. Now, okay, so as you can see, I've got my sprite here. I've got the one frame, so we're just going to go ahead and duplicate that a few times. All right, and then I'm going to turn the body off real quick. I'm going to grab my select tool. And I'm just going to select this, the left arm of the guy here. I'm going to hit rotate. I'm going to make sure it interpolates off. And we're going to spin this a ways. I'm going to go to there. And then I'm going to hit enter. That's going to give me that brush on a stick here, kind of. So I'm going to drop that in. I'm going to drop that here. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove the original. And then we'll need to scoot this guy down. And this is where we might need the body on. Okay, so I think if I scoot that a pixel out. Okay, now we've got arm in the air. So I'm going to mirror my brush. Oops. How about we're going to... Let's turn that body off. All right, so I've got my arm selected again. I'm going to hit Control-C. I'm going to mirror my brush. Oops. I should have done this after deleting the other arm. Oops. Okay, let's erase the other arm. And then we'll erase this arm too. And then we'll go ahead and hit... We'll select our brush here. We'll hit mirror. I'm going to turn the body back on so I can make sure I'm mounting his arm in the right spot. Okay, arm mounted. All right, now we're going to turn onion skins on, and we can see the red positions are where the arms used to be, and here I can see where the arms are now. So let's see. I want to go red to there. Oh. Okay, so the red position is where the arms end up, and I can see that the kind of alpha of those things changes over time. So what I want to do is I want to turn off the body again. I'm going to go ahead and grab this arm again. I'm going to hit Control X to cut it. I'm going to hit rotate. And we're going to go for, I don't want it rotated quite as far. And then we're going to hit enter. That's going to give me my arm here. I'm going to put I think I want it right here. Let's turn the body back on and see if that looks okay. Okay, great. That worked. So then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to erase the other arm. And then I'm going to go ahead and select this one again. I'm going to hit Control-C. I'm going to hit Mirror. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that arm in the same spot. Then I'm going to turn the body back on and check. So I've got the frame ahead. You can see the onion skins up here. Oh, let's change brushes so I can point. So you can see the onion skins up here. And I've got the frame behind are these arms straight out. So then we'll go edit the frame behind. And again, we'll shut off the body for a second. We'll go ahead and let's preemptively erase the left arm. And then let's go ahead and select this arm. Oops. I wanted to cut that. And then I want to rotate. And I think we'll rotate like that. We're going to hit Enter. Great. That'll give us an arm. This one I definitely want to check to see if that's going to go into the body. Okay, so I think I'm going to go like that. And on this one, I'm going to add a couple of pixels. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and brush in 2 pixels there to kind of thicken up the arm. And then we're going to go ahead and turn the body off again. I'm going to go ahead and select my whole arm here. I'm going to hit Control-C. We're going to mirror that arm, and we're just going to make sure it gets put in the exact same spot. And then we're going to turn our body back on. Okay, and then I got one more left to do, and that's this one. So we're, again, going to turn the body off. We're going to go ahead. We're going to preemptively, because we've learned, erase the other arm. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to select this guy. We're going to do a Control-X there. We're going to do a little tiny bit of turning. We don't need a lot. We're going to hit Enter. We're going to put that on. We're going to turn our body on. I think that hand looks real messy. So let's take and fix our hand. I think that'll look good. I'm also going to fix that 1 pixel at the shoulder. Question is, do we erase and then add? I think that probably looks like the best option. Then I'm going to turn the body off again. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab my arm here. We're going to do Control-C. We're going to mirror it, and we're going to drop it in the other spot. Okay, good. Feeling like we're making progress here. I'm going to select a different brush. I'm going to turn the body back on. Let's run through this. Okay, that's looking basically all right. I don't think we need 30 frames a second, though. Let's try 10. Okay, cool. All right, then we're going to turn onion skins off, and now we're going to do some duplicating. So we're going to duplicate this frame. We're going to scoot that to the opposite side. We're going to duplicate this frame. We're going to scoot that to the opposite side. We're going to duplicate this frame. We're going to scoot it to the opposite side. And we're going to duplicate our starting frame. And we're going to scoot that all the way to the opposite side. And then I think we should be good to go. Okay, cool. He's waving at us. That's pretty solid. All right, now we just need to incorporate him into the game. So to incorporate him into the game, what we want to do is we want to go into obj person. And in this step event right now, I'm going to want to add some... Well, I want to add a condition. So I'm going to declare a temporary variable. And that temporary variable I'm going to call dist. And the value I'm going to give that temporary variable is going to be distance to object. And the object that I'm going to use here is going to be obj underscore tractor beam. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to make it so that if the tractor beam comes down too close to one of the little people, they start to panic. And later we'll add them running away. So for right now, I got my distance variable here. Now I want to add an if. So we're going to add an if, and the if's going to be if the distance is less than, let's go with 40 pixels, something like that. So if it's less than 40 pixels, then we're going to set sprite. And the sprite we're going to set is in people sprites, we need panic person pink. And I've learned to set these as relative so that if they're in contact with the tractor beam, they'll be waving their arms up and down. I think. Let's try it. So now we should be... So, you know, these two are panicked and the rest are calm. Cool. And once they're panicked, they'll stay panicked. So that feels like a start. I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching this one. I will catch you guys on the next one.